so today I'm doing a super cool hair tutorial for you. I tried this out this morning for the first time before I went to school and I actually really liked it and I got a bunch of compliments on it. It's super easy, so I decided I would do a tutorial on it for you guys. And basically it looks like this. In the front it just kind of looks like you have your hair half up, half down, but you really don't because it's Dutch braided along the side, on both sides. And then they connect in the back, so I'll show you that now. And then they connect like this in the back. So I really love this hairstyle and it works for pretty much most hair lengths. Your hair has to be long enough so the braids can reach the back of your head. But other than that, I mean, your hair would probably only have to be to like here, so I have long hair obviously. All you're going to know how to have to do for this hairstyle is a Dutch braid. And I explained it in the video. It's not super in-depth, so if you don't understand it, you can just search a video on how to do a Dutch braid up in the info bar, or they also call it an inverse braid, and it's basically a French braid, except instead of pulling the pieces over each other, you pull them under, which is pretty easy. So if you don't know how to do that and you want more explanation other than my tutorial, you can just search one. I don't have one, but there's tons on YouTube. You're also going to need 3 little hair ties. I mean, they don't have to be little, but I prefer mine to be little so they're not as noticeable. You can get like packs of hundreds for like $1 at the dollar store, so I really like these. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you want to learn how to do this, keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is just part your hair wherever you normally part it. I part mine on the side. It really doesn't matter where you part your hair. I mean, if you do a middle part, that might actually look a little bit better, so then both braids will be equal and even, but still, I do a side part and I really like how it looks. So you can just part your hair wherever you want. Okay, now I'm going to scooch closer so you can kind of see the actual braid. If my hair looks greasy or anything, it's really not. It was just pouring and I have to walk from the top of my street all the way down to my house after I get dropped off from the bus. So it's just kind of like damp and wet, and that's why, but it's not greasy, I promise. Okay, so we're going to start off at the top of your head, and you're just going to take a little section from the top. It doesn't have to be big or anything, just like about this much of your hair. And you're going to split it into 3 equal sections. So once you have your 3 sections, you're going to want to start braiding. And this whole time, you're going to want to keep your braid up and back, because that's where it's going to end up going after when you're done. And you want to make sure you're pulling it tight so you don't get any annoying bumps or loops. So if you don't know how to do a Dutch braid, basically it's a French braid, except you're pulling strands under instead of over how you would with a normal braid. So I'm just going to start off with one section of just a normal underneath braid, not really Dutch braid yet. So as you can see, normally in a regular braid this would go over the middle section, but instead it's going under. And then the same with this side, it's going under the middle section. And once again, we want to pull this tight and kind of bring it upwards. So now I'm going to start the Dutch braid section. And what I'm going to do is grab a piece of hair from over here on this side of my head before I pull it under. I'm going to add it to this section and then I will pull it under. After that, I'm going to move on to this section, grab a piece of hair from around that area, add it to that section, and then pull it under the middle section. Your section, grab a piece under the middle section. So I'm just going to keep doing that, and I'm going to go to about right above my ear. Okay, so once I get to about right here, I'm just going to braid normally, but it's really not going to be completely normal. You're going to still bring the strands underneath like you were doing this braid. So as you can see, I'm bringing them underneath the middle section. And then once again, I'm kind of pulling the strand back as I braid, since it's going to go that way against my head. So as you can see, I'm just braiding underneath the middle section instead of pulling the strands over. And you want to go down pretty far. This isn't going to like hang here, but you want to go down pretty far just so you can ensure that it'll wrap to the back of your head. And then you're just going to secure it with an elastic for now. Okay, so I'm going to end it here because I know this will reach the back of my head, and I'm just going to use a little elastic to kind of tie it off. This isn't permanent, so it doesn't have to look perfect. And then I'm going to do the same to the other side. And now I look kind of funny with these, but what we're going to do is bring them both back and connect them in the back with another hair tie. So I'm going to turn around now and hope that you can see this. Okay, so I'm just going to comb out my hair in the back so that I know there's no bumps once I'm pulling the pieces back. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is take my 2 braids and pull them nice and tightly around my head, connect them in the back, and then tie them together. Make sure it's in the middle of the back of your head so it doesn't look funny. And then kind of pull them to tighten it. And you're going to see that you have the braids here. This is why I wanted to make sure that I braided as much, because I wanted it to be braiding all the way back to my head. I'm just going to take out these braids. And then just tighten it one more time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hair tutorial. Please let me know down below if you liked it, and also like this video if you did. If you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And yes, I hope you guys like this once again. Bye!